Canada has launched the temporary residence to permanent residence program. This program has been launched, but they will soon start to select people. At the end of the day, about 33,000 people will convert from temporary residence to permanent residence. What we are sure of is they are going to select from occupations that are in demand, and I'm sure you have, when you talk of occupations that are in demand, you talk of agriculture, you talk of healthcare, and one or two other ones, maybe the trades also. And we are hearing that they would focus also on people that are working in rural areas in Canada. So what do you need to do to get ready for this? Yeah, we heard the program will start very soon, but what do you need to do to get ready for this? There are basic things that I think you should get ready. We've had this kind of program in the past, and we're using that to guide people on what you need to get ready, at least while we wait for the government to come out with the real checklist of what you need. So the first thing I think you need to get ready is your language tests. You must have done the language tests. I'm sure that government will come up with a minimum score that you must have. We don't know yet, but definitely you must have language tests. So if you have not done language tests, go and do that now. Make sure that is ready. One other thing that will be very important that I think they would use is your work experience. So start talking to your employer down. You will need a letter of reference from your employer. We don't know what they need, but most times they use 6 months or minimum of 1 year work experience. We don't know what they will use yet, but that's a norm. Most likely they tell you that you must have worked with an employer for 6 months or a minimum of 1 year. But anyway, discuss with your employer down that you are planning to apply for a program. You don't have the full details yet, but you know that you will need a letter from them to confirm that you have worked with them. And if you have worked with them also, you should be ready to show pay slips. If you have filed taxes, you might need to show your tax clearance, your notice of assessment. That's what we call it in Canada, notice of assessment. You should be ready to show that, to back up the fact that you are paid income and you work there. Yeah, your payslip will also do that. Letter of reference, letter of employment, your payslip. So I've talked about language test requirements. I've talked about the work experience requirements. Now, other things may still be needed. We don't have the full details yet, but at least if you are planning to apply, these two things I mentioned are compulsory things that I'm sure would be required. So just like I said, we don't have the full details yet, so don't take what I'm saying there as the final whatever. When the government comes out with a checklist, we'll be able to I'll be able to do another video at that time and tell you, oh, this is what is required, and this will. But definitely, just like I said, if you have not done language tests, you can start doing that. That one is compulsory. I'm sure you will likely need that, and you will need to show that you have worked in that particular field that you want to use to apply. 30,000 people will be selected, so whatever you can do to be sure that you're eligible, try that. But see, you still have to wait for the checklist to come so that we can be sure of what exactly the requirement is and what you will need to present. So this is all I have for now. As soon as we have new updates, I will do another video to update you about it and let you know what is required and what you need to do. Stay tuned to our page, follow us on our social media channels for you to get these updates. See ya.